Yo, what's up? Today I'm going to show you all how to make animated suspension BeamNG from your automation cars. I think no one really cares, but yeah, let's do it. So today I'm going to actually make a really simple suspension mesh for the sake of simplicity. So yeah, you'll want to hide your body or just paint it invisible like I did here. You'll also want to probably hide your chassis, and then if you want to use it, if you don't, then just go here and on to visibility and here hide chassis. But yeah, if you want to use your chassis, then just hide it so it will be easier to work with. Yeah, the first thing you'll want to do is to make the lower wishbone, so go to 3D. And today, for the sake of simplicity, I'm just going to use this. And yeah, probably use something like steel. Yeah, okay. Use it as your lower wishbone. This is gonna take a while. I'll shut up. Okay, so here we've got our suspension, but you may be asking, why only one side? Well, this tutorial will focus on double wishbone. Yeah, so we're gonna do that, and then we will hide by painting. We're gonna paint the running gear invisible, or you know what, actually not the running gear, because we're actually will use that probably, but we're gonna hide the suspension. Yeah, it also hides your brakes, so I think it's good to do them too. I'll show you in a moment how to do that. You duplicate it and just make it big. That won't work if it will still work if you have different sizes of brakes on the front and the rear, because we'll just use scale, right? We just use scale, and I'm also gonna make it a different material. This will be easier to work with on the way. Yeah, so here, that's all. Actually, what we're gonna do now is to hide chassis, and not that, because I don't really care about that. Yeah, so that's all. And now we're just hop into BeamNG and check if it works. So yeah, we're in BeamNG, and now I'll check if it works. It's the sake Kapellen. Oh, it works. Yeah. No actual movement of the suspension whatsoever. I don't know why. Yeah, because the mesh is really shitty. Yeah, it's really shitty. Yeah, what I will do is to just Ctrl W, we'll go here, turn off everything, and then type here double wishbone, coilovers, suspension, the whole suspension, the rear, the whole rear suspension. Yeah. Also type Ctrl B, because we will use that. Bump up the wideness a little bit so it's easier to see, or even now lower it, lower. The transparency go all the way up. Yeah, so as we can see, it doesn't really wanna deform. I don't know why. I think I did something wrong. Oh, okay, so I got it working, and now we will go into the actually fun stuff. Yeah, so you're gonna wanna open Blender. That's one, I think, way to do that. You can just go to your 0.35 file, go to unpacked, because I had to make it unpacked. Where do I have it? I have it here. Go to here, copy this, body mesh, and import it. Yep. It's here. The body is here because I made it actually transparent, but it's just actually not so transparent, so I'm gonna select it and delete vertices, so it will be easier. Now I'm going to select this and then P selection. Rename it to something like break disk. Yeah, break disk. This select P selection. This will be upper wishbone, and do the rest. Okay, so when you have all of that done, you gonna export this F4, export collada.dae, body mesh, and export this. Yep, there's nothing here because we actually didn't make any of the groups on the nodes. And now, next, you'll go to your suspension. Yeah, so here you will take here I have some little crap like this. I will paste that in the description, of course. Control C. That was for the front, yeah, for the front suspension. Control V, Control S, and you'll actually see that nothing has changed, but it still works. Yeah, you know why? Because we didn't assign the nodes to their corresponding groups. Hub front, and this we'll actually delete this because nobody uses that, nobody cares about that. Control C, Control V. Yeah, you're not gonna like this. This is actually very, I'd say, painful to do. It's very time consuming at the most, at the least actually. Yeah, so I'll speedrun it. These nodes you'll want to give it hub front left, like here. Wait, this is front. This will be front right. Enter. Backspace. FR. This will be FL. You have to look at those R's here. This will be FR. Yeah. Tie rod end. I think that also was Yeah, that also is hops. It will be easier to just Control C, Control V, backspace, Control V, backspace, and then go here, Control V, backspace, go to front right, enter, Control V, backspace, and front right. Now you'll see what will happen. Fingers crossed. Oh yeah, it is working. It is working as it should. I mean, actually not working as it should, because yeah, it's the material here is kind of weird. But actually, we'll go through that, I think, for the most part. But for the most part, it's good. Now what you will have to do is to finagle with the positions of the scrap. Yeah, finagle with it, check if it works or not. You have to have it, yeah, as much similar to the J-beam position of the nodes and other stuff, so that it doesn't go funny, I guess. Yep. Now I'll try now. Make it work. Yep. But wait, it's kinda forked up because it should be on a different scale. Yep, different scale. And now it should work perfectly. It actually does not. Yay. I think for the sake of tutorial it'll be fine. Yeah, so the next thing, let's do the lower wishbone and upper wishbone. Yeah. Now we're going to actually look at the nodes. Control N. FH2R is higher, so we will use that FH2 for the upper wishbone. Yeah. Control C with the quotation marks, of course.
Sure about that?
And now, comma, Control V. And here, comma, Control V. But here we're going to actually use L. Do that for the other nodes. Yep, no good. Remember to put it here. Yep, remember to put it here. Control P. Perfect. Yep, so now it should work, but it doesn't because
actually, flexbody error.
yes, because the VY node. You can't use the VY node just for one node, because then it doesn't really know what the hell you wanna do. So we are going to also use other nodes. Control C, as you can see. For the upper wishbone, we'll use FX3R and FX4R. So it will go just just here, and then we will copy the group, copy, and backspace here, enter, and enter, Ctrl V here, and here it will be L, and here it will be L. Remember to differ the left from the right, right? Yep, that was pretty fun. I shit myself from love. Yeah, it still doesn't work. We will clear the console, Ctrl R, and as we can see, there's still no VY node found. You know why? Now we will have to use monodes. Yeah, it will be very easy. Just make another node. One node is going to be enough, but you have to do that for two sides. So yeah, and then here you'll just go higher. For example, 9, like 5 centimeters higher, and then you'll have to connect them with, I'll just copy this, Ctrl D, no, Ctrl Z, wait, it has to be three of them. No, in the hub, let's take the upper wishbone. Yeah, let's take the upper wishbone, and this is left and right. Ctrl D. We will use U, and U, but also we'll duplicate this, and here we will plop in FH2LR, Ctrl C, Ctrl V. Okay, and here we will plop in the what was, I don't know what that was. L FH2L, Ctrl S, and here Ctrl R. Let's see if the node is made. Yep, it has made itself, right? But it's not in the right group. It's actually in the wrong group. We will use it for just upper wishbone and not for the hub, and this will be actually upper wishbone L. I think I forked up. Yeah, I forked up here, upper wishbone L. Ctrl S, Ctrl R. Yep, now it's hunky dory. You can see the hub moves with the wheel. That's good, I think. But still, wait, what? Still no VY node. Control. It should be here. You know what? Yeah, it has to be 0.5, like 10 centimeters back. I mean to the center. Well, let's check, will it work? Still. Why so serious, my bro? upper wishbone, L and R. Where is it? Oh, it's here. They are, but they are here. And that's no good. Because yes. Yeah, we'll move them. We'll move them to the front. Oh yeah. All of them actually. So now it's cool and all. It's cool and all. Now just do the same for the lower wishbone. So we will just duplicate this, Ctrl D. The nomenclature will get a little bit wonky here, but yeah, it'll get a little bit very wonky. This will be 1 4 1 1 on the y-axis, on the z-axis minus, and here goes a 4. Okay, control, and here lower, and here lower. There ain't gonna be any beams, so yeah. Yep, they just fall down. Great. And now we will duplicate this, Ctrl D, Ctrl F, and I'll replace all of FHU with FHL. Remember to check the, you know, yes. Oh, it's actually connected to the wrong thing. So yeah, we'll change that. This will go to Ctrl F to remember to check this thing here. FX3 with FX1s and FX4s with FX2s. And this with FH1R, this with this. Yeah, this is gonna be good. Yeah, so let's check if it is here, somewhere here, somewhere onward, and this lower wishbone, VX node not found. VX, you say? Okay. Oh yeah, because we didn't actually use this, we will just duplicate this. Ctrl C, Ctrl V, and here let's go lower, lower. Do the same for this. That's very similar. You don't have to watch me do it. So we will speed it up. actually lower this node so that the FHLL, I'll make it actually higher, because yes, wiadomo, because it's pretty reduced. FH1R is also gonna have to be connected to this, so lower wishbone, Ctrl C, this and Ctrl V, this and Ctrl V, and now go into L. Yep, now it's great. Now you'll just do actually the same thing for the front, rear, I reckon. Just change the nomenclature to rear nomenclature so that it doesn't interfere with the front and it doesn't explode to shreds by itself. So just replace in here the F's with L's here, and also don't take these, don't just copy these, because these notes, because you have to use the rear positions of the notes. So you'll have to go to suspension rear and copy notes from there. Yeah. And I think the last thing what we'll wanna do is to make them shocks. We'll go here and go into shocks. Of course, this will be here. This will be. Wait, this is race? No. Yep, Ctrl C. And we'll go into coilovers so that if you don't use the coilovers, they'll just disappear. That makes sense, yes? By the way, we do it. Not inside. Ctrl V. Ctrl S. Ctrl A. Please work, my boy. Hell yeah. Clear console, Ctrl R. Yay! Okay, now we will use these nodes. We will move them actually up, because we don't have to do anything here now. This is all good, this is all fine. We'll just change this. We'll add another group here, quotation marks, shock, front right, and quotation marks. We'll duplicate this, and here front left. Yeah, it still doesn't work because there's a V1. Of course, VX node not found. Yep, you'll see why in a moment. And now we will we have that duplicated. Control. This is going to be Control V, shock front right, Control C, Control V, backspace, front left, and this will go back like 12 centimeters, yeah. Yeah, it still will say the VY node not found, because you actually have to duplicate those nodes. You will have to duplicate the node FH2R, maybe not, but you'll have to duplicate FH1R, or maybe, you know what, let's duplicate the FH1R. FH1 nodes, we'll duplicate the FH1 nodes. Control D. This will be just shocks related. FH2L, I don't know, 2, like that, like 2, like that. And it'll be example 6 centimeters to the back, just for fun. And I think we'll lower the weight of that, yeah, it'll be fine. And then we've got this here, duplicate I think this will be enough. And now 2, 2, 2 and 2, Control S, Control R. Yeah, that won't be enough. Yeah, as you can see, it's wiggly wobbly, very wibbly wobbly. And we also connect it to FH1R. So duplicate this, and here go for 1 and 1. Control S, Control R. Yep, now it's good. Now it's good enough. Good enough. Good enough. Yeah, good, good. And we'll do the same thing for the upper ones. FS2 and FS2. Not 12, but 2. And here we'll go also 5 centimeters, but backwards. 5 centimeters and backwards. And these are going to be connected to this. So actually Control D, Control F, change quotation mark FS1 to quotation mark FS2. Yay! We've got the shit. Great. So we've got the shocks here. Yeah, the shocks are made. They all. That's all for the day, maybe. I mean. Wait. Oh yeah, and also you'll have to move them around a little bit. So yeah, I'll do that now. -1 to 1 to also scale 2 because make them longer. Control S. No, scale 2 may be a little bit too big. 1.7. 1.7. You'll have to fine tune the scale and the rest, right? Now they're too low. 0. What am I doing? 0. Yeah, a little bit lower. 5. And what? 4? No, 5. 6. Yes. Yay! Now it works and everything is good and alrighty. Yep, that's all. Thanks for today. Keep yourself safe. And also, if you don't want it to look like this, these materials, you can just go into Blender and duplicate and mirror them, all of them. Add a modifier, mirror to all of them. Mirror. It is already mirrored. Mirror, and then click apply. You also have to go to face orientation and check if everything is good. Yeah, it's good here. And now you'll go to selection mode and also do what we did in the very first part of the episode tutorial, is to P selection and then export it, but you'll have to change lower wishbone R and L. You have to differ those, yeah? So this is just a little junky way to do this, but it works. It's fine, it works. So yeah, you'll do the same thing for the rear. Just move around this, and yeah, let's finish it with a little suspension test.